Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to make a series of prints that create an effect on horizons. And then we're going to create a look of a 4-panel screen. Maybe with some stencils, who knows? Let's get into it. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hi. I'm Mariah.
I'm Patricia.
PM Artist Studio.
Yay.
All right, well, we'll let everybody kind of jump in. I'll jump over here to our little multi-stream chat thing. Hopefully we'll get to this kind of quick and see who's jumping in. Hopefully everything is working properly this morning. We did pretty good last week. Good morning, Robin. Wow, you're up and early. So glad you're here. And yeah, so it's going to be a cool one today. Pete's been working all week about these really awesome ways to create these. It almost reminds me of Neapolitan ice cream. That's what I kept thinking on some of them. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. So we'll let her go ahead, and I'm going to pop her desk into place here and put me into the small screen. Be sure to let us know you're here in the chat. Remember, I did offer that if you brought a friend and if you both let me know that you are in the chat and who, you know, who's bringing who, all of that. But I see we got our regulars popping in. That's awesome. Good morning to Mo and Ann and Leslie and Felicia. Awesome. Man, we got all the cool kids are here. All right, like that. I'm sounding like Izzy. Watching too many of those weird shows of hers.
Okay, I know you people are capable of multitasking.
Oh, here,
I've
hold
seen
on.
all of you. So while Mariah's
There we
just,
go.
you know, chit-chatting over there.
I
just have to share some of my, you know, wonderful successes from this last week. Because, I mean, it's like the only time I ever dress up is on Saturdays.
Yes.
So I get all of my dressing up business out of the way on Saturday.
Her dressing up business.
My dressing up business. Oh, did you all notice my lovely? I don't know if Helene is there because she's in the UK and I think she was going to be busy today delivering jewelry to someplace. But anyway, this is she's a jewelry designer, so I really put on the style.
The extras. The extras.
Okay.
Plus, they're going to go out. She's going to be able to go out in the real world later today.
Yes, we're looking at a new vehicle. And, you know, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like doing that, but...
they might get a good deal. So, there you go.
There we go.
All right. So, you know, last week we had somebody chime in and ask us when we were going to get started on the art, but... hey.
I don't know. I know it was kind of snarky, and I know I can be. I really, Mariah, she's my inner censor. She tells me when things are a bit harsh. Okay, so anyway, that was, I was mildly amused by that.
Hey, we do the live streams because we love you guys and like want to hang out.
Yes,
so.
and one of the reasons that you do lives is because you interact with the people that are on there, and...
Oh, Mo, so she says she appreciates you dressing up. This is as good as I have my...
Thank you. I may smell good. I know you can't smell me, but...
I can. I am happy.
Yes. I put lavender on today to keep me in a nice...
Calm state.
Okay. So, I know I talked about this paper, and I talk about Lisa's paper all the time because I'm just so... I just...
We're really... Well, P's really, really in love with it. I don't really get much access to it.
Well... And you know, I know I just grabbed this because it was handy and I had some extras of this stuff. This is just a
She did that one last night. Pretty cool.
Yeah. And, you know, I've got a choice here. I can go this way or this way. Yeah. Okay. But this one, I just did the whole thing because what I'm really thinking about doing is just tearing apart little parts of this. And I don't know if you notice the composition that I have in our group.
Oh, good morning, Carrie. Carrie's here.
Good morning, Carrie. Anyway, okay, so this is the paper I was talking about.
She asked me where it was. I was like seriously?
Hey,
why would I know where that?
Obviously, it's been on my desk because it's got some little random splashes here and here and there. It's kind of initially expensive. I think this whole thing is like $20, but you get 48 sheets of 9 by 12.
Yeah.
One side is smooth and one side's rather, it has a tooth to it, and you can tell.
And if you remember we used some of that.
Yes, and during
in our 10 plus paper video showing all the different types of paper to use on the gel plate, or gel plate, and she used both sides because there's that little bit of texture on the one side and then smooth on the
you
other.
just get, if you want details, you should use the smooth side. If you would like a little bit more
Oh, good morning, Petra.
smooth, smooshy texture stuff, you can use the other side. But these were pulls that I did when I was working on the Horizon series. This just happened to come up, and I thought it was absolutely...
Well, and she's kind of trying to perfect that, or accidentally, I don't know. It seems like you're more accidentally trying to recreate the thing that you and Fran were talking about in the group.
Exactly. But look at those colors. Isn't that just smashing?
Smashing. It is. Smashing.
I think those are... these I would consider frameable as is. I don't think that they need any more embellishment or whatever. But I highly recommend this paper.
I'll sell them on Etsy.
It's awesome. I think that, don't we have this in our listings?
Yes. So if you want...
I can't remember what that's called, but anyway.
Good morning, Lori. Hello, hello. If you guys remember back, we do have a huge list of like all the things that we have used in videos and the things that we recommend, all the stuff that we use regularly and why, over on our website for a commonly used. I will drop that link. I should have done that already in here.
No,
There might be a link. There's a link over to our website. If you go to our website and go to the blog, you will see there is actually there's a couple lists now. I'm starting to try to break them up a bit more so you know like what we use for gel plate printing.
I should have put the waxes in there before I bought them.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Because we haven't really tried them, so we don't really know yet.
Yeah, I might not even like them, but I'm pretty sure that I will.
So there was also a huge discussion about all the waxes this week from off of Debbie Kipp's video regarding, she had a pile of them. I'm kind of anticipating.
So I could see which ones I wanted to.
I'm
Hey, some of those are kind of pricey.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so these are prints that I actually pulled last, and I'm hoping to get similar effects.
Oh, thanks. Mo's loving your distress grunginess there. Oh, good morning, Lisa. We've already mentioned your papers.
Yeah, you missed it. Snooze, you lose.
That's not true. She'll be working on some of them, I'm sure.
Okay, so this is kind of our goal ultimately, but then...
Hold that back over there for a
Oh,
second.
sorry.
We were just kind of yammering on. See, isn't that so pretty? And it reminds me of like Neapolitan ice cream, like I said.
Yeah.
I'm just
But look at this.
having a lot of ice cream
Can
cravings
you envision this
this week.
with yet another layer of... I'm going to bust out the big gel plate when I get to this stage.
And if you guys, this is going to be the maiden voyage on that circle kind of gradient stencil, but if it ends up being awesome and you guys like it, let me know. Let me know in the chat. And again, if you guys are new here and you've come in and you're bringing friends and all that, let me know. And let me know who you brought, and I will send you a stencil. This is your chance in the chat to let me know about that.
Okay.
I'm rhyming even
This
when
is Petra. Check this
Oh,
out.
yeah, guys. I'm anticipating you guys going nuts over this. Because it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
You didn't leave it up there long enough. You gotta let people kind of, absorb it.
Sorry.
Because
I
look
know.
at...
I just rip them off here and go on to the
I know,
next one.
you're just crazy with that.
I'm not big on dilly-dallying. But you can see what started out here.
Yeah, that's... So it has, what, 3 different sections?
Actually, 4.
4.
Because the gold was added just as one pull.
Yeah.
Because I got too dark over here. But that's something that we can talk about, because that does happen. This is Mariah's catch paper that I stenciled on with, I'm pretty sure this was light and fluffy. I'm just saying that. And then I just did her technique of dabbing in some other.
And good morning. It's Judy, right? It doesn't have to be perfect as Judy.
Don't these look absolutely smashing together? I don't know how
I love them.
to use
Yeah, I know.
them.
I haven't either, but they're friends. They were not made like at the same time
No.
or even with the same stuff.
No. They were not.
necessarily. I mean, obviously there's sometimes the same
Look
stuff
at
on.
that brown there. Is that just not the most absolutely fantastic brown? Okay.
Yes.
And
Okay, yeah,
this is
everybody's
more
giving lovey eyes and hearts and yum yum.
Neapolitan-y. I don't know. I'm not too taken with this green. I think it's
She
too,
didn't like the green. Here's
too
where
strong.
I kind of
But
like
you
the
know,
green.
if you look at this and you wanted to do, say, something.
Cindy. Okay, yes, Cindy. Sorry. All right, Cindy from It Doesn't Have to Be Perfect.
Bless your heart. That I have a saying. It is, perfectionism is the sword that lops off the head of a very good idea.
She has it written down on a lot of
I
things.
do. I even have it calligraphy. Now look at this one.
That's pretty.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's very sweet. And then we figured out that it looks really good with our pleasantly purple papers.
It really does. That was an accident. I dropped a whole bunch of papers this
She's
morning.
like, what is this stack of stuff?
Yeah, a stack of stuff.
And it really is just a stack
All
of
right.
stuff.
So,
Let's get started.
let's get started. All right. Now, these I pulled last night, and I'm going to go ahead and do the second in the middle pull here. But this is is Fran with us?
I haven't seen Fran. She hasn't let us know that she's here in the chat, but
Okay, Fran, you need to speak up.
she may watch it on replay.
You can see I still have some of the gucky stuff down here that's stuck. Because
The gucky stuck. Yeah.
stuff that's stuck, and it's that darn metallic stuff. I swear, every time I use that, I just have this horrible experience. Here it is. Yeah.
The metallic
you can
gets
see the paper
sticky.
here tore.
But it's a cool
It's
effect.
okay. It will all come out in the wash.
She's
Okay. Now, when I look at this, I just think, I love the blues. I love the golds. I kind of like the greens here. And I'm just thinking maybe something slightly pinkish
Yes.
in the center here. So that's what we're going to go
Can't believe
for.
that came out of her mouth, but it did.
It did. And I should say, I need to do this right away, Mariah. All of my paints have been imbued with this new...
They've been impastoed.
They've been impasto. This is some awesome stuff. If you do not have this and you want to make any paint that you've got...
And we have no affiliation with like U.S. Art Supply or anything like that. We just tend
I just buy it because it's cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, and I keep these little, I used to throw these things away, but I've actually found that they make opening the lid a whole lot easier.
Oh, Lisa wants to know if maybe adding some of the Liquitex with the metallic would help from the sticking. It just dries really quick. And like, so if she isn't keeping an eye on it and remembering that, then that's when it happens.
But this will thicken, see the thickness of it? It will thicken up your...
Yeah, Robin says she has the buildup of the metallic on the edge of her plate too. So it just, I think it's just that because it has all of that
just
mica or
no.
whatever it is that creates the metallic, just also makes it dry a little bit faster. So you gotta keep after it.
I have...
All right, which paint are you using?
Lotion on my hand. I'm using number 2.
So,
which is basically the same as it was, except it has added to it
impasto.
These sticks are dry, so don't worry about.
She has new sticks.
I don't worry about contaminating.
Oh, you don't have your new sticks.
I do somewhere. I don't.
She put them away.
I shared them with Izzy.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. Number 2. You can tell them what number 2 is.
So yes, and you guys in the group, and also I did make it available online. So if you go to our website, you can download the guide, the book of the master mixes, and either, try to create some of them. If you have notes on them, let me know, because I just took some guesses at some of them, because P is terrible at being precise about her recipes of all things in life. But that's just who she is, and that's fine.
Yeah, it's really good soup. And
oh, they want to know. Okay, go a little slower on what is impasto.
Oh, this is a clear acrylic gel medium. But the impasto, I'm thinking, means it's very thick, because it is very, very thick. Extremely thick. And I don't,
We're trying all things that are, sticky, gooey, textury.
I last week, I liked what was happening, but, here, look at this.
Kind of like butter.
Look at that. See, it holds its peak.
There you go.
But this is some awesome stuff. And I don't know what this was, but it was extremely reasonably priced. So, yes.
And I'll be adding some of that to the commonly used products.
You know, I'm sure all the whatchamacallits have something to that effect. Okay, now look at that, folks.
Again, we just like the price.
Yeah, that's how I try stuff. If I really like it, then I'll try it. But I'll tell you what, the U.S. Art Supply and the Crafters Workshop have really been my favorite go-tos.
Yeah, with a lot of those.
Rather than, now, I do love my golden
paint. That's a hard one to...
And especially in the transparent colors.
Yeah.
I have decided I am not buying any more tube paint. I'm so tired of dealing with those things falling over.
Look at that pink, though.
Look at that pink.
I'm going to get her off of her rant. She went on this, tube rant last night.
I'm even thinking I may come back in here and hit this whole section with another.
Yes, Robin, it is, heavy gel medium. But it's so funny because... each one of them have their own little sort of words, and you have to sort of like go, oh, okay, well then, this is the product that's like this. Or,
Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and do this because I know that this is sheer enough that it's not going to take away from some of the green that I've got down there. But I'm going to pick up a little bit more pink in the center. Look at that. Now, isn't that just absolutely...
And then you have just, so 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors, in sections.
Yeah.
To start your horizon look there.
Yeah, okay, what are we thinking about this one? Maybe some...
Here's how my book has turned out now, guys. Look at that.
Mulberry?
That's how my book is going.
Yeah, and she got all snarky with me about not putting my stuff in the book, and I said...
She's not using the book, guys. I'm a little upset.
Using the book? I said, well,
she's still giving me little pieces with notes that I have to now glue down, and now I'm feeling like Izzy with the tape. I'm going to have to order some more tape.
Okay, this is I'm slightly contaminating my purple here. But that's okay.
Oh, Anne said that one made her think of Italy.
The one I just did?
I think so.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That one, yeah?
Yeah.
I like that little bit of grungy stuff that kind of happens across it, and then that just very subtle pink it's very sweet.
Now the reason all of these colors that I'm putting on here are this wonderful see-through beautiful stuff is because of that impasto.
And last week they were, remember they were metallic. Well, actually that was 2 weeks ago. And then we did the transparent stuff.
I just keep adding to them. So I think probably most of the metallic has been, kind of
phased
cycled out.
Plus we've discovered that the metallic doesn't stick around with mixing of the other mediums in it.
Now, I absolutely think this is a smash.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not doing it.
And it's that crazy purple. That's purple number 5, isn't it?
Purple number...
If I had to guess.
7.
Oh.
So it has been slightly altered. Okay, now I still have lots out here on my plate.
Did you notate the alteration? I'm going to look in my book.
Oh, here, let's do this one.
Oh, let's see.
This is kind of...
And here, she highlighted things with a pencil. I love this. And she gave me a date. I do appreciate that she's putting dates and highlighting new.
I think, didn't I come back and put red or something?
I don't know what you...
Colored pencil?
Okay, new. 5 drops of magenta, I believe.
Yeah, so it made it more mulberry.
Yeah.
It made it into the red-violet rather than the blue-violet range.
Oh, a wine color, yes.
Yeah. Oh, don't you do that to me. See, I started to get some pull there. Just went the other way. But look at those. So, the places that
Hold it up towards the middle.
Oh, covered
There
up,
we go.
you know, that came out white because of the torn up bits on the page, are now this lovely, lovely, almost, it looks like you can see a little shadow there. And here's some of the stencil that was a ghost print from the fiasco with the gold paint.
Oh, good morning, Sandy. We have somebody joining us in over on Facebook.
Oh, yay!
I was kind of worried. I hadn't heard anybody yet from Facebook, but I was just like, I'm not gonna obsess about it today. And then I found out from the streaming software people that they're still working out some issues, so that's why I went ahead and put the link in the event. For those of you that, you know, have kind of clicked through, and I know a lot of you guys just have the notification maybe just on YouTube, which I do very much appreciate that. It makes my life a lot easier, and hopefully you get those notifications. But that is what is happening, and at some point in time it will actually hook right into the scheduled event, but that I have no control over right now. So I'm
This is number 1, Mariah.
number 1, which has become more green-ish, less yellow. It was yellow,
Yeah.
and now has become
yellow
the green.
Which when you mix it with a little bit of purple, you can
You
see
get
what.
yeah, that's a very
And
beautiful
I don't really know that
tannish.
I want that one that I had out there. I don't want that one. That one's already kind of mushed up.
Well, Lori, I don't. You know, you're gonna be really after this. I'm sure that you're gonna go out and buy one.
What?
And Lori says she's been itching to get a jelly plate.
Hey, go with your 5x7.
Yeah, start out with the little one for sure. And Pete
Because
has
it's
gone back
easier
to
to
that.
control your brayering and your colors and get stuff actually off the plate.
And then as you become more comfortable, I think you can move up to a bigger plate and use more products. And
Yeah, because that's basically what you do. And as you can see,
it's more budget friendly.
You can do all kinds of one. Now, I think that's stunning.
I like that. Actually, kind of goes well with my scarf.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does. This is one thing that I am really interested in, is doing fabric, because my
Oh, yes. So we watched Susan the other day. Susan Taylor Brown. And she did a whole session of jelly printing. And she really likes doing the fabric. And she was using nylon.
nylon
and
and
all
a
kinds of stuff.
shower curtain.
Is that what some of it was? I had to pop in and out. I was
the
working.
printed kind was a shower curtain, and I don't think it worked as successfully as actually the best one all day. Oh,
I liked that one.
Shoot, do that. Don't shoot, do that.
Oh.
Oh, we got a little tear off there. Oh well, it'll just be fine on the next one. You know, I mean, here I'm looking at this one. All right, now I'm thinking blue,
Yes.
because the blue is going to cover this and become green, and they will have a good relationship, and this is just going to become
They will be friends.
blue-green. And we still have a little mucky muck here on the plate. So
All right. So are you going with number 4 or is
this is number 4. The other blue does no longer exist. It became.
Number 6 became a green, I think.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. And I've discovered last night that I think I like to
Oh,
use,
good morning, Sharon.
I know that looks like a lot of paint out there, but I don't know. It seemed to work better doing more rather than less. And that's because if you use less, then
Oh, congrats, Lori. Lori's retiring in July. Well, there you go. Yes, you will have time and you'll love your jelly plate.
I'm really trying to moisten up my pieces
I love that.
of mucky muck that are on here. And you can tell by looking at that most gel platers would say, oh my goodness, that's way too much paint.
Yes.
You're right, it is.
So, Sandy, yes, it is acrylic paint. Now, some stuff has been mixed in. I will let you know, and if you want, after the stream and everything, I'll come back into the chat area over on Facebook and put in a link, but we do have a whole color mixing guide, and I say guide, loosely guide. Suggestions.
You can message me with any comments that you have or any information. Now look at that.
That will help you understand how these colors came about.
So, what's really instructive about this?
That's why they're mixed into little pots, by the way.
Yes. And it's just faster because I spend a lot of time deciding what color I want to use. If I've already got it out here, I don't have to. This shows what color it was before you put the blue on.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love that.
This shows what color it was before you put the blue on. And I think that's just, but I can just see this as a journal page. Wouldn't that just be absolutely awesome?
That would be.
I think it would be. Okay, now.
Good morning, Tuesday. I saw you pop in there. Good morning, good morning. Ooh, I like that. I'm telling you, this is all going with my scarf very nicely.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and reprint this in the middle, even though it is the same blue. I just have it on there because the next thing I want to go to here is I want to go to my beautiful red, which I have not had red before. It's going to
Thank you, Sandy. She says it's gorgeous.
It just intensified. Now, I'm a little concerned. I don't like that anymore. But maybe it kind of balances out with this. I don't know. I'm not doing anything to that right now. Okay, so. Okay, good. Well.
So Robin says once she figured out that it takes as long to make small prints as it does to make for a big print, she went for the big plate.
Well, you know, that's certainly I'm going to bust out my 9x12 here.
Because, yes, we have some ideas about that. But to create this little triple thing, this is, and to fill up a sheet. So, like, if you only have the one 5x7 plate, this is how you can fill a sheet and do some cool effects doing so.
Okay.
I love that.
Isn't this just
That's
absolutely stunning?
What was the middle one? So is that the leftover of the blue?
What do you mean?
Didn't you just do the middle?
Yeah, this is the one that I just did here.
Well, yeah, and then wasn't that the leftover blue?
Yeah, it was what was on the plate.
Kind of a mix of the blue and purplish that was still there.
Yeah, and you can see a little remnant, a ghost print of the stencil there. Yes, I think this is really lovely.
We're talking about doing that, Anne. So she accidentally ended up with two big ones, so she cut one of them in half. We've been talking about cutting the 12x12 actually down to smaller ones.
Because I don't ever, I really very rarely use it.
Especially since we do the live things, the big plate just, I mean, we'd have to be so far up, and it just makes things more complicated.
I don't have, boy, I really kind of mucked that up. That's all right. I'll just work around it. Okay, this is my red. All right, Mariah, you can number 12.
Okay, so, and the paper that we typically use now, a majority of this is going to be the 32-pound hammer mill.
That's what I'm using right now.
Yeah, and then every once in a while she'll probably throw in something a little bit different. Hopefully she'll let us know.
Oh, I don't have any.
Do you have any mineral paper?
I don't here.
Or any of the Yupo?
I don't. But
I think we need to do like one full session of, I mean, that's a lot of
alternate papers.
Again.
All right, now I don't know how much is going to happen here because this is really dark, but you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
And just to let you guys know that yes, we have a lot of those listed over there on our website with those commonly used products. And actually, we did that whole 10 plus papers, and we have them all listed there and kind of the different things that we like about them. And usually whenever we give any product listing, we tell you like kind of what we use them for and why we like them. And maybe even if they have a little bit of disadvantage to them, because certain products do. And I'll kind of take this opportunity to say, you know, if you like what's going on and you have just entered in or you're checking us out, please do like and subscribe to the channel. For you guys here in the chat and who know us and love us, give us a thumbs up. That helps our videos. It really does. Hey, we're getting close too, by the way. Any day now.
I don't really like that, but I think this is going to be a good candidate.
I like that one. I mean, it's a little wowie zowie, but I think it's going to be really cool to bring in the stencil on top.
Exactly.
And tone it down.
I think
because it's a little Miami. Yeah, we got some Miami Vice going.
Absolutely, you are right about that. All right, now some of these I am not going to stencil over.
Mo cut her 12x12 into an 8.5x11 and never used the small sections. So we're thinking about cutting ours into a couple of different 5x7s.
We worked the math.
We did math.
Yeah. Okay, these are kind of sticking together, so I'm going to have to put them over
I
here.
think, did we decide we could get, for sure, 2 5x7s, and then we were kind of discussing, you leave the little bit bigger part, or technically I think you can get 3. I don't know. No, that's not right. Anyway.
Okay, I'm going to go through here, and we're going to decide which ones will be good for stenciling. You guys can help me decide.
All right, so you have to remember, go a little bit slow because there is a lag. So.
Now, this paper, I can just tell how it feels, is some of the sketch paper.
Sketch?
The calligraphy paper that I showed at the beginning. The Japanese kind of rice.
Is that on the, and it's on the slick side?
Yes, it is. No, actually it's not. It's on the...
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting because it doesn't really show up in the...
I think this is a good candidate for stenciling.
I love that.
I know. Isn't that's just a sky up there, isn't it?
That's beautiful too.
Now, these I didn't just...
Oh, good morning. Hello, Nicole. You're new to the chat. She says, ooh, that is very nice.
And then this one. I think all of these... Oh, Fran...
If you're watching back.
This is
That's the one that was supposed to go to you, but...
I don't know how it got shoved over into the... But that'll be a good stencil. Now, these are the ones that I'm talking about. Maybe we should go ahead and do some of those. The screen ones.
Robin, I think it just comes down to space. She says, why cut up a plate? Why not just use that section of it? But it's really about space for us, I mean, personally.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have... Is that... I think this is 12 by 12. This plate here, the acrylic plate. I don't know. It's very close.
Yeah.
And as you can see, I wouldn't have room. Everything would be getting stuck to my jelly plate. I've tried this, and I can do it when I'm at my desk over here, but I can't for... I think this is beautiful.
She needs wide open spaces.
Now, I think this...
I
Again,
love that one. I think you should just leave that one alone.
I think that's a good one to not do anything to.
And that one's
This
very
is
Rothko. I like that.
Pukey, pukey. Okay, now this is with the stencil, the rock stencil.
Blip Blop Rocks.
Blip Blop Rocks. I like that one. I don't want to do anything to that one. Okay, this is really boring and horrible. That's a good one. I really like this one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I think that stripe in the middle is just absolutely stunning. That was a total accident. I wished I could say it was purposeful.
I hadn't seen that one.
I know. This is very, what do you... Fuchsia?
Fuchsia?
You know, Art Deco. Art Nouveau type. But this has, I mean, if you could feel it, it's hefty.
Some of these do have some serious weight to them.
Okay, again, this is, you can see the sections. Here, here, and here.
And that's I haven't worked on, this will become a stencil at some point.
It still has some
she's Franken-stenciling things, so.
Okay, now I think this end is lovely, but it doesn't have any relationship to this end, so it needs some work, and I'm not sure. But can you see the gold?
And this was one from the metallic.
Yeah, this was from the metallics. And these are ones that you probably didn't see. What happens when I stop here is...
Usually she keeps going.
I just keep going. And these are ones that...
Ooh,
and look
I
at
like
this.
that.
Petra, check it out. Can you see the skull there? And almost like a facey there, and maybe one down here.
Robin's loving all the prints. Thanks, Robin.
Okay.
Susan!
Susan! We talked about
Oh, well,
you.
no. Oh, Sharon's talking about Susan. All right. So, sorry, because like I have like 2 chats coming in here. So she says, I'm really sorry. I need to sleep. Oh, it's 1:30. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, I'm glad that you did catch us, Sharon. All right. Awesome. Thank you. I need to turn one of these chats off so I'm not distracted by... I'm getting kind of double whammy.
I really didn't intend to do this, but this one just needs help, and I have everything here to help it. So I'm gonna...
You know, don't just leave a gel print on the side of the road.
It might be ugly now, but you should just go ahead and pick
We
it
talk
up
about
anyway.
this froggy
It's
green
got
thing.
Potential.
Ugh, thank
All
goodness.
right, now let me see. I want to keep more towards the bottom.
All right. Let's see if how much of the frog has stayed. Ooh. Oh, see that
Now,
that improved.
See, that is just so much
Yeah.
nicer. We still have this and this, but this has
Broke
a
it up.
relationship. And we still, oh, sorry. Is that good?
No, I'm saying you broke it up. It wasn't
Oh,
so much
broke
like
it up.
green frog.
But that is what's lovely. Even this.
I like that's on the
I think
plate
that
too.
I'm gonna hold off on that one. Okay, I've got some blue here. Certainly won't hurt this thing.
All right, then
here.
you've got to bust out with the stencil thing and move along.
I do.
Well,
I need to do that.
I mean, get that off the plate.
Yeah, because I really do want to, and I think that this will.
I'm across the table
Help.
gel plate printing here.
Yes, she's backseat driving on my gel plating. Oh my goodness! Look what a difference.
Yep, like that. Broke up that brown a bit because that was a little chunky. The brown was a bit chunky.
Well, and it was overwhelming on the bottom. I'm
Yep.
going to see if I can pull some stuff here with this ugly stuff in the middle here where everything overlapped.
All right, I'm excited about this. I'm hoping that gets some of those little bits maybe even.
Okay, that I mean that helped. It's still
Still needs a little something there on that one slidey end.
What, this lighty end?
Yeah.
Well, I think we've got something. We'll just.
Oh yes, Robinson. She really loves the technique, and she loves some transparent layers.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, now look, I love this periwinkle that we
Yeah.
inadvertently got there. I've still got some on my plate, so I'm hoping I can pick up a little bit for the other end.
Repetition, repetition.
Repetition, repetition. You know, Mariah, we really do. I love this stencil. It just, it's kind of a puzzly looking thing. Okay, yeah.
All right. Well, maybe that'll be this week's goal, is to get that into a true, proper, cuttable stencil that we can put in the shop.
Doesn't do flippy floppies. Because some of the pieces are not hooked together where they need to be. So when you pull them up, they're kind of going, and that's not a good thing.
No. And in fact, that's one of the reasons that's one scribble one that you guys see us use. We've not sold it because I can't quite get it to a point where I feel like people would be happy about purchasing it.
Yeah.
Now, it's okay for us because, we'll chop it up and use just little sections and, we're good to go there. But I think, if you buy one, you want it to be...
Yeah, you don't want it to fall apart the first time you take it to the sink and give it a bit of a scrub.
Yeah. We have some of those.
I had to the other day because my holes were clogging up in my texture.
And that thing came clean. Because didn't you soak it?
Here, I'm going to show it to you.
I was like, that's amazing. I really had not anticipated that.
No, it was an overnight soak, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, because it looked like this one. But this one, the holes are bigger. But this thing has gained some.
And remember, I have it in our shop now that you can buy either the little one or the big one, or buy it as a set, so you can kind of do the flip flop, blip blop. Yep.
Okay, I'm pulling this out and putting this away.
But so good to know that you can soak the Yupo.
Yeah, with no adverse effects.
Yeah.
And I actually took the nail brush and scrubbed it.
Yeah. You can. So what did you soak it in?
Hydrogen peroxide and Dawn.
Yeah, hydrogen
I
peroxide
didn't have
and
any of
Dawn.
that Murphy stuff. I'm really going to get some of that, but I just had to use what I had.
Now we kind of like it. Well, P really likes it when they are sort of grungy, and then you get little surprises sometimes that come off, which is part of our process. Or if you want to clean it, just let it, and it's really stuck on. Just have a little soak, and then that way you're not going to mess up, especially any of those little very delicate areas, because some of them. But some of it's its appeal. And says clean stencils. Yeah, we don't.
I think
She just had to because it was not working any longer. It was all clogged up.
I was only getting about 3 spots on the thing, and I was like, "What is happening here? This is not supposed to be doing this."
Yes, Dawn is dishwashing soap.
Yeah.
All right, you're kind of moving quick, and the camera's coming in and out.
Oh, sorry. I know. I should
Slow.
not be doing that.
Slow down.
Slow down. All right. You understand, you can tell by this stencil it has not been used. So I am not really sure about what's going to happen here.
I just freshly cut this one last night.
A maiden voyage, ladies and gentlemen. You are witness to. Okay.
And this is seriously just circles. It's not anything.
Yeah. They're circles.
I made it in Illustrator.
Yeah. That they have out in the,
and I said,
the internet. All right, I think I'm just going to start with this because I know on most of these I'm going to be going lighter because they're really dark. So I'm needing I'm leaving for now. I may come back to them. Leaving for now the transparent. I'm going with.
Oh, thanks, Anne. I'm thinking about. I mean, if this goes well, I will make I will make ones that are like 5x7 size. Because part of the thing is like if I cut these larger ones, this is a 9x12 sheet. So to mail it would kind of up the shipping costs. Because then it moves, and I worry about them folding it. So then I have to put it in one of those envelope things with the cardboard and do not bend. Because the Yupo will kind of crack. Like if you mush it or bend it, it will sort of crack. It is stretchy and sort of malleable, but there is like a finish on it that will do some funky things if you really start abusing it.
This one may be a little bit minty, but I'll use it down here on this end with the small circles. Okay, so if you want to go from one extreme to the other, total transparency, that now we're going with total opaqueness. These are cheap apple barrel
craft paints, acrylic craft paints,
chalk paints.
Chalk. There we go. I was working. Yeah. My brain was heading there.
And you want to pull something off your plate. This is the thing that will do it. I mean, this is some sticky stuff.
And opaque.
And yes, you can't see through it. And I don't know if that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I agree with what's happening here, but she assures me that she has sort of.
No, I haven't. Mm-hmm. I didn't do this last night, and I was going to, but
But you've done this style of.
I got something stuck on my plate, and I had to pull a bunch of stuff off. Okay, there we go.
But you test run this technique with the stencil.
No.
No, you said you did.
Well, I told you I was going to, but I got in trouble. My hoop-de-doo thing.
See, I go to bed and chaos.
I don't know. I hope I've still got some gradation there. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this?
Oh, well, she'll probably. Are you going to use some more of Lisa's papers? But she had stenciled them. And then she's done 2 things, and actually I've seen one of them because we've brought it into a couple of different lives the last few weeks, because we did the transparent stuff over the textured, but they look amazing. She'll bring it back out.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, can you read the shade names? I'll tell you what, I can come back later, and I will.
I
like that.
think this is really interesting. It's not really exactly what I thought it was going to be. Okay, so we're going to cover up the ugly brown stuff down on the end.
Yes, we kind of like that when it does the the stencils leave the bits back behind.
Oh yeah.
And Headless Violin, you have to remind me your name. I'm just not on par this morning remembering people's names. Ooh. I like that.
I don't hate it. I mean, you've got some mucky muck stuff going on there. We don't have a really perfect print, but you know, I
No,
sort
I
of-
think that's I think that's a
like
good
that.
thing.
I do too.
Because if it was all just dots over it, I wouldn't like it. I like that it's kind of mucky.
Well, you know, it's kind of like earrings. If you want perfectly matching earrings, you should go to Walmart. They'll have them.
And if you hand me over those 3 colors that you used, I will let everybody know again what those colors are. Ooh, that I love. That's fantastic.
I love that too. I
Oh,
got a little bit
oh
on the back
no.
there. Oh no. All right. Well, I'm kind of. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and. Geez, we've got plenty of paint here.
Yeah.
There's some circles that are still going to show up there. Trust me.
Yeah,
I can
please
see
don't
'em.
grab that print that's next to you and do that.
You'll hit
I'll
me?
throw something at you. Just grab a fresh piece of paper or something, because
Okay.
I know enough from watching that that's what should happen.
Okay, let's do the thing.
Let's do the thing. Oh, the thing. We're gonna do the thing. And I do have now small things.
I have small things too. I just don't know what I think I covered
Yeah,
them
you
up.
need to bring out the little small things.
Well, I've got the big plate. I needed to bring out those.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, now I'm sort of more
Are
okay.
you
I
gonna
don't
go with
maybe
this?
still a little unsure.
we're covering up a lot of stuff with the thing.
Thank you. Sandy loved it. She loved that last pull. Yeah, that last one was amazing. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I'm a little nervous.
No, actually, I am too. But you know, it's just paper.
And the thing, the baby thing comes in the set of 7 stencils that we have with the more cuts in it, so that way you can use it like on ATCs. But I think I'm gonna bring the bigger things into play.
Awesome stuff. All right, now we've got that. I'm gonna brayer off some of my stuff here because what I really
All right,
want
can
to
you
do.
hand me the paint so I can tell
Oh,
everybody?
sorry,
Because
sorry,
they wanted
sorry.
to know the 3 blues. All right, 1 second. 1 second. All
Hey,
right.
I bought that whole kit.
Yeah, this was a whole, and I have that listed, I believe, on our stuff that, you know, because this is a great way to get started as far as buying paints, is buy a kit. Even if you want to go for the higher end stuff, I think the Frugal Crafter lady even says that. If you're just starting out, buy a kit because you're going to get a great price on those. You get little smaller things, but then you get to
You
try
can
them
decide
out.
Which ones you like and which ones you don't.
So the colors are Summer Sky, Cabana. See, I maybe some people do. They say Cabana? Cabana. That's Texan. Cabana Stripe. And then Atlantis. All right, what did you do there? Because I was reading off colors.
I brayered off as much paint as I could get
Okay.
off the thing. And then,
The actual thing.
yes, because I'm hoping to get nice little
The stencil thing.
The stencil. The thing, yeah.
Ooh, I think this is going to be some good stuff here. Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on. Okay, let it focus. Perfect. That's cool.
I love it.
love
I'm not
that.
doing anything to this one because I love it just like it is.
Okay. Now what's up?
Now what's up? Well,
Did you find the little things?
pardon?
Did you find the little things?
I did find the little things. I'm getting them right now.
Okay.
I uncovered them. Well, I just have one.
All right, and I didn't have anybody chime in earlier, but I'm going to give you guys the opportunity that if you did bring a friend, if you're popping in, I'll still count it. If you brought a friend, you're with a friend, let me know that you're here, who your friend is, and we will do the freebie stencil thing. I will be reaching out to you, though, via
Yes.
Facebook or, Instagram, one or the other.
Okay, here's what I really would like. I'm going to use the stencil to create more of a area of interest. So I'm going to try to place it in the middle here only. And so what color do we want to use here? I could use gold, but I'm just, I'm not feeling that gold after left a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Mo. And that's kind of crazy that
What?
it's a different. So, well, depending on like Amazon and everything with the UK, I think they tried to have the same products available, but I think they aren't always the same.
Okay. All right. Now, I don't, I'm having mixed feelings about losing my beautiful blues down here.
Yeah. What's the game plan?
Yeah, no. I need to do this with another stencil. I mean my other plate, because then I can get it just right there and this will hang off and this will hang off.
Well,
Okay.
you got it set up so you can just kind of pop them in and out.
No.
No?
I have to peel them off.
Oh.
And peeling off. Okay. So I'm just going to leave this alone for right now, and maybe towards the end if I don't, do something.
Chris, that's right. Yes, Chris. All right. She's been printing too.
Have you been printing along with us?
She's been printing along with us.
All right. Now, this one, I'm going to go back to my,
To the big thing?
and it's got tons of paint.
Oh, no. She's bringing back the circles.
Well, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to get that paint off of my stencil.
You think it is? Is it still wet?
Yeah. Still wet. You used way too much paint.
Hey, but you got quite a few pulls out of it, and I was pretty impressed with most of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Hey, and it's a little roughed up there in certain edges, which
Yeah,
I think
it's
is probably good.
It's not perfect. All right, so I want most of the blues, so I want to go this way. Just think there for just a minute.
Ah, Tuesday's printing as well. Awesome. Tuesday, I sent out your package today. So, pretty excited about that. Maybe by next week, you will have it to play along with as well. Ooh. I like that.
I do too.
See, and I think that you're getting some of that stippling or the because of the
comes when
Yupo.
You do the Yupo does. It takes the paint, and so the negative areas or the positive areas sort of get this texture to them.
Because
Yeah,
it puckers it up.
puckers it up. That's a
the
good
best
one,
way
right?
I could say.
Puckers it up.
Oh, and
I don't
Carrie's painting along. Awesome.
That's so cool.
We love that. It's like
I
a little
do.
crafty hangout.
And I know the other thing that I really like is, if you would like to see
Hey, Becky. No
see
worries.
something else besides what we're doing here,
Let us know.
holler.
Ooh, I like
Now-
that.
This is like layer number 4
Million.
or maybe 5. I don't
Yeah, I was
know.
going to say,
Hard
there are
for me-
quite a few there.
Hard for me to remember that.
I mean, if you're seeing 4 colors or 4 blocks,
Now, I think that this is beautiful, and I do not want to screw this up. So I'm going to go back to...
Oh, and Petra's working on her ATC. She's now addicted.
Okay, we're just going to go with good old transparent yellow iron oxide.
Yeah, go subtle.
Go subtle. I tell
You
you
know
what,
you're
if-
going to come away with some of that blue.
I'm
Okay.
good with that.
Okay.
I'm good with that. I think that that's going to be enough stuff on here that there's going to be a little bit of that. It's going to kind of pick up a little bit of the circle. Hopefully some of this. Yeah, look, see? You
Yeah.
see it?
Hey, I am good with this. And I think if you put that lighter end down there, or no, you put your darker end down with the darker circle. No.
Exactly the opposite. Because we want it to show up, and I think it's going to be absolutely...
Sandy's watching and eating M&Ms. I like that. I'm watching and drinking coffee. I wish I was eating some M&Ms.
This piece of paper here has sticky stuff on the back, which I'm thinking is like,
Oh, good.
it got contaminated with some.
Why is it? Yeah, we're constantly asking ourselves around here, why is that sticky?
Now see,
It's subtle, but I love it.
I think it made the green come in, this little bit of the remnants of.
Yeah, and hold. Yeah, give a little tilt.
Give a tilt.
Give a tilt because. Oh man, that's some good stuff. I like that.
I do too. I think that one's done.
I'm pretty pleased with these circles. I thought it was gonna be like kind of. You know.
Here's one of our poopy ones.
So Pat Smith, well, welcome. I think you're new here in the chat. Thank you very much. Not all of the paints are golden. A majority of them are, especially in the ones that we have mixed. I would direct you to our guide because they're kind of crazy. And if you haven't been to one of our live streams yet, then I'm sure you're kind of like, what is this madness? Because it really is. But we have a whole guide on how to mix some of those. Hey, slow down there. You're getting all blurry and crazy. It's like, whoa.
I'm just trying to collect all the paint off of my stencil that I possibly can.
Okay. Well, the camera does
Sorry.
not like how fast you're doing it. There we go. It's like, okay.
Sorry, camera.
But, yes. So, typically it's like golden. There's some Amsterdam. And then we have a little bit of Liquitex mixed into some of them with the iridescent. And then who knows what type of different various mediums. Gloss, matte. And then this week it's been impasto. That's kind of how P makes those little crazy mixes. And then if you actually see her doing a lot of these, they're going to be the more opaque ones. And then those have been the ones we just used were the Apple Barrel Craft chalk paints.
And I just used an opaque heighten buff. And what I'm trying to do here.
What are you gonna do with that? That makes me nervous.
Yeah, well, it makes me kind of nervous too.
Yes, we have jelly printed on the vellum. We did a whole bunch of envelopes.
I really kind of, it's like.
Oh, good. Leslie, she's working on her journal. Fantastic. She's making a really cute, kind of Christmassy one because she has some of our Christmas papers. Christmas in July, I guess it will be. I'm good with that. Need to be festive all year. We just took down our tree, seriously, over Easter.
The baby wouldn't allow it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, that's kind of, speaking of the 4th of July.
It is. It's a little patriotic.
It is a little bit.
That's all right.
Not overtly.
No.
That's some wonderful.
Yeah, I like that little area.
Yeah.
That would make some really cool tags.
This would. I'm not.
Because it's a lot all at once with a big sheet, but I think broken up could be very cool.
Okay, I'm getting down to things here that I really don't want to.
Oh, I know. I want to do one of those Zoom crafty chat things. Maybe we can try to put that together in the group.
What is this?
The Zoom where we have, maybe 6 people at a time.
Oh,
Carrie
yes.
does that with a group of friends. How many do you do at a time, Carrie? I mean, I've only Zoomed for work, and I think the most, it was like 3 people. Ooh, that's cool. That's some good stuff right there.
That's some good stuff. That is some good stuff.
Just for, yeah, see, I think, you want to keep it, I would say 6 at the most. So let's talk about that over there, yeah, later on in the makers group.
Sticking together. No.
You can have breakout rooms with Zoom. What does that mean?
What is that? What does that mean? don't understand.
And then we have done some like one-on-one things on Facebook with the video thing, but not actually rooms or anything. Because we could try that with the Facebook rooms. I think that's been frustrating to some people, though. Facebook sometimes is a little frustrating with their stuff. Like, they have good intentions, but things then... Oh, hey, good morning, Suzanne. Suzanne Bish is with us.
Hi, Suzanne.
Leslie, what is Zoom? Zoom is like a video conferencing thing, typically used for work, but a lot of people use it to get together with their family. Oh my goodness. Cookie Wookie did a class of 30 kids creating a dino picture. Whew, you are a brave woman.
Yeah, but she didn't have to actually be there with them.
That's true. Chasing
watch
them,
them
chasing them down.
Absolutely. Crazy. Okay, now we're going to see if this is going to smoosh through.
Ooh, yes. So Lisa just made a pocket belly band. Was it a belly band or was it a sash?
Okay, so do we want most of our purple to show on this end or this end?
I
Big
think on the
circles on...
blue. Big circles on blue. Big circles on blue. She's not going for it.
I'm not going.
I don't ever win. Why do I try?
Sometimes you do. You know that you do. And you understand this is not going to be palsy-wowsy because this is not really a very opaque purple, but I wanted to see what it would do because I don't know what it's going to do.
Yeah, they're all still chuckling about the 30 kids in Zoom, and a lot of people get together with their friends on there doing the craft time. All right, yeah, it was a good call. Sometimes she's right. I like that.
And see, I don't know, can you see the little smushy stuff there?
Mm-hmm.
I just love the little smushy stuff.
The
Okay,
puckering.
now I'm going to go ahead and give this another little...
Because this is what pushes the paint into those outer rings and creates that ghosting
actually what I'm
or
doing
the...
right now is I'm pulling off more paint than I'm putting on. But now I got to figure out what I'm going to put this onto. I think I put these on top of each other.
Oh yeah, Lisa, you'll have to post a picture in the group later on. That'd be awesome. She also posts on Instagram. Lisa is on. Awesome. Hey, I'm pretty happy with our little group this week. I mean, I really have made leaps and bounds. I mean, this is the most activity we've ever had in there, and we're really, really happy about it.
Happy you're hanging.
Yeah.
I think that's really, I didn't get a lot.
But I think it was enough.
Down here on this end and a few little areas. Some here, and when you turn it just right, can you see it?
Yeah.
Very, very, okay, I think that one's, I'm calling that one.
And so what all did you put down? In case people weren't, I really wasn't totally paying.
I put down number 5. I held it up to the camera.
Okay, good. I've been reading chat, so.
That's number 5. Okay, this is still kind of sticky, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, be careful where you lay it down.
No kidding. All right, I think this is lovely, but I would really like to have some more of this.
With
here
the circles?
Here in either in yon. So yes, with the circles.
Hmm.
But I don't think that this is going to work. So I'm reaching over to my tube Liquitex Deep Violet. And I've still got some smushy stuff on here with the...
Oh, thanks for stopping in, Felicia. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
So, Chris has got, I got a bit of gold. Yeah, gold paint. Suzanne, it's the 32-pound hammer mill. That's kind of our go-to most of the time.
If we're not talking to you about something, that's what we're using.
Yeah, yeah. If we haven't pointed out that, hey, this is something special.
Paper. Yeah. All right, now this end down here is kind of boring. I like that end. I don't really want too much to happen there.
Oh, goodness. I love the transparents. I'm so with Robin on the transparent thing. It's for layering. It's just, and you don't have those nervous moments of like, oh gosh, is everything that's cool gonna get
covered up? Because boy, have I done that before and was so mad at myself. But I guess that's how we learn.
Oh yeah, yes, we're big fans of the gold paint. In fact, you should show that one print again, because some people are new. Show the gears.
Oh, gears, yes. Okay.
That's awesome.
Isn't this?
I love that.
I mean, that happened exactly like I wanted it to happen, and that doesn't happen very often. Okay, I'll have to do a bit of digging here.
Oh, I love those alcohol ink markers, and I have used them. I have. They're really cool. So I didn't understand the tri-blend thing, and I'm like, oh my god, there's 3 markers.
And Fran
in
hasn't
one.
showed up.
No, I think she's a watch us back later kind of gal.
Well, Fran, you will recognize this, or maybe not. This is the one that I tried pulling after I left my...
And then you've done some things to it since.
Yes, and I've done some things to it since, and I'm going to do some more. I'm digging for...
She's digging for gold, y'all.
No, I'm trying to find the print that you're talking about.
The gears. Did you?
Gears. They were here.
They were. You showed them in the very beginning.
I did. But they've since disappeared.
No goodness.
Here it is.
See, that's some...
This was really, really dark. So all I did was I just put this strip down on my gel plate with the gold. Put the stencil down, smoosh the gold on it, hold it up, and then just pull this one part. That's why I like that little gel plate.
Yeah, you can get those concentrated sections.
Yeah. Well, not much happened there, but oh well. Oh, here, we want to...
Digging for gold, too. I know, Lisa and I, we think alike.
Okay, I'm trying to get some of this off. I may have dilly-dallied here too long.
Oh.
I've got
showing off the golden gears.
Okay, now I want something really... I've got just the thing.
Just the thing.
If I can get to it.
Oh, no. A little more digging.
It's fortunately right on top.
Oh, good deal.
This is our...
Whoa!
Yeah!
Yikes! That was a lot of yellow.
That was...
cheddar. Cheddar. That's the other cheddar.
It really isn't. It's some kind of...
mixture.
Yeah.
That was...
I think that used was last week's.
Yeah, it used to be number 1. In some,
No, number 3.
Oh, number 3. Okay. This will vastly improve that block of yellow. Ouch, my eyes. Yes, picture.
Maybe I need to hit this with the...
Okay, here, hold it up again.
No, I'm going to pick up some more here because I don't think we got quite enough the yellow covered up. Oh, yeah. There we go.
All right, Chris did a cog quilt some years ago. Reminds me of it. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, yeah, see? If you got a lot of cheddar, put some purple on it.
And it's not more better.
And it's not more better.
Okay, well, I just found another whole bunch of prints here. We can continue on with our rat killing. Oh, look at this. This is
Sometimes
That
I
is
don't.
a really beautiful color of.
Yes.
And I am not sure. Okay, I don't know what's happening here with this.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
gonna
know if
need to
it's-
do something.
I think it's dry.
Yeah, it looks. I didn't hear any squishing or
Yeah,
sticking.
It's dry. All right, so what do we want to do here? We know we've already got this on here, and I think I can pull it with this glue. I don't know.
We shall see.
You know, there's just this.
At this point, we've
Mariah
done.
is supposed to be reading you with
Oh.
that what-if statement there.
Oh yes.
And all of my, little talking points.
Sorry,
there.
let's do that. We're now an hour and 10 in it. I'll put a little marker. So, today, what we were to be doing here, we were making a series of prints that create an effect of horizons. Check.
I guess I
We
think
have done
did
that. Yeah, number 2. Make a series of prints that create the look of a 4-paneled screen. There might be more.
Check.
Check. Have done. Using the 5x7 plate, small. You haven't used the small round plate to create a little focal point, but we did do that with the thing.
We did.
And then the process. The what if. Masking stencils, flips and flops and blips and bops and drops. I added some of that. Alternating transparent and opaque colors in paints. Check. We have done that. Layering overlapping transparent colors to achieve an ombre effect.
Yeah, I probably could have done some more of
Yeah,
that.
you might plop some more down on that. I don't know.
Because kind of
Maybe.
mucked it up with the chalk paint. But look at this.
That looks cool.
Is that not cool? That was just a boring, bad print. And now it's wonderful.
All right. All about space and depth, y'all. Overlapping is a way to show depth. Back and front, partial objects. And actually that print that she just showed there was kind of a perfect example of that. Of in those lighter areas where then the parts that showed up actually floated to the surface.
Yeah.
Even though, and then the parts that hit on the darker parts float back. Even though that's all basically the same layer.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
These are some things.
Okay, we're moving right along here. We're putting this lovely.
Big objects are closer. Smaller objects are further away.
And that's why we did that one, the
circle stencil.
circle stencil.
To really bring it home, that showing that.
That's what is occurring, whether you cognitively accept that or not. In your lizard brain knows that's what happens.
We always say that about our lizard brain and
Yes.
and Izzy too, because we're like, oh, she just has
that dinosaur that's really big is very close to you.
Sometimes it's all I got is my lizard brain. So, placement on the page. Things at the bottom are closer. But this is also why I'm always asking P. Especially on the ATCs that she sends over to me to finish up. I'm like, top, bottom. And then she throws it and she'll put it on the side and I'm like, how am I supposed to work with that? Okay, where would this be? Something beneficial. Accordion fold. Oh, okay. So as far as where you're going to utilize these different prints. And they were talking about this in the gelatin printing group, I believe this morning even.
Okay. We have some really lovely
Ooh.
mucky brown stuff here.
Ooh.
So what we're going to do, I'm just getting this lovely stuff on here, and in a minute I'm going to pull a print, and it's just going to blow your mind.
Robin, I love Robin.
What did she
I
say?
see it the opposite. The light part looks like it's glowing from behind to me.
Oh! Yeah.
Which are good.
Glowing. Like this one? Is this
I think
one?
it's kind of like those things they used to have them at the mall or whatever, and you'd say well, what do you see a picture in it? I never could actually ever see the picture. I don't know why. My brain just doesn't go there. Even though I see a lot of patterns and things, I could never see those things. So I think it's wherever your brain takes you. But there are some very dominant things. I mean, obviously, the higher contrast, the more dominant that effect is going to present itself. It's the way to, I think about that.
I don't know if this is dry enough. I'm terrible at waiting.
Hey, those are all the notes that I have there. P.
Wow.
Did I hit it all?
I guess so, but I think
I thought there was another one.
Stretched them out a bit and, you know, got a little more mileage out of.
Well,
She just shot it all in one wad there. Like a
inappropriate. She's so inappropriate.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that's all the notes I have. But no.
Okay, pulling a new print, folks. Using Titan Buff.
And then that's just 32-pound paper, right? You didn't grab
This
any
is a 32-pound hammer mill. I always say hill.
She does. Hammer mill. It's a mill where paper is milled.
But it could be on the hill.
It could be a mill on the hill.
The water works better if you're on the hill. The mill.
The mill on the hill with the little water. And then Jack and Jill went up that hill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Suzanne, it was good having you here. Thank you for
Don't
stopping
leave
by.
just yet, Suzanne. Look real quick.
That was good. I like that.
Isn't that just...
That's a good journal page.
This is absolutely fabulous. I think this could be lots of things. I'm pretty much done with that one.
Okay.
Okay, let me go through my...
Hey, and your plate's kind of clean there.
Well, that's what I just did.
Yeah.
I cleaned my plate.
Nothing stayed behind.
Yeah, nothing stayed behind. Now, I'm loving this, but I do not like what's
There's a
happening.
there's a lot of darkness
There's
happening.
a lot of darkness going on there, so... Voila!
Oh, okay. No, that is not a dumb question at all, Becky. We do all kinds of things, so it depends. And then I've been thinking about putting, like, some of these in the shop as, like, a little set of 5 or something. But some of you that have been around for a while, you've seen these. I have things puking out over here at me. But our lovely Christmas cards.
Trying very hard to mask.
But I use these as a centerpiece.
Yes.
If P has done something on those really thin but textured scrapbook papers. So if you have, like, use whatever paper you want and then just build up the layers if you want to make it a thicker card. Find things like, you know, chipboard or, you know, these things. This stuff is really pretty cool because it has sort of a little shimmer in the middle of it. It's called trifecta paper. And it also has a laid finish on it that sometimes comes through depending on what you put on the other side of it. Or if you just wanted to use some of the spots, which I've been thinking about doing. See how that's kind of cool. But I have a lot of these, so I use this as the center part. But that being said, another really cool thing is the Graphic 45 black chipboard. And yes, we cut those. We buy the 12 by 12 sheets and cut them down. You have those little bits, and that was some of what we had last week that we tried to put on the old Cricut mat. That didn't really work out exactly, but we're trying to keep those little pieces, the little offcuts. We keep everything, most things, not everything, but most things. And that's kind of how I go about creating them. And then P usually does pre-cut them. But we don't like buy packs or just playing cards. That's another great one. Is playing cards because they are the right size for ATCs. And you can just use them as a base, or if they're cool playing cards, use some of that as part of the thing. Ooh, that's a lot of paint there, P.
It is a lot of paint. I think I'm in deep doo-doo here.
She's deep in the paint. It ain't pretty, y'all. It's a lot of mucky muck going on.
There's a lot of mucky muck.
I really hope if you popped in at this point in time, I promise this is this is not indicative of what has been going on.
We're experimenting.
We're experimenting.
We're experimenting. Hey, and you know, what have I got to lose here? This is not exactly like the print of the century. We may be covering up a lot of what we didn't want to cover up, but you know.
Which thing did you put down? What did you put down?
I used the thing.
Well, I know. Oh, but you're pulling a new. Oh goodness. Oh, yeah.
Now come on. I think it's kind of interesting.
It'll make good ATCs.
Okay, it's
There's some
granted,
parts.
It still needs some stuff on the edges here. Hey, you don't pull 100%.
She doesn't.
Anybody out there that tells you that, they're lying.
Yeah, they're not doing live streams.
Yeah, they're lying about. Well, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up, because I think this will make a nice
Yes, there's something there that is
background
of value.
that we can. Hey, we can go back to our 5x7 and do paneling on this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think
See,
that would be cool.
That's
They're all laughing.
Are they laughing
They're laughing.
about what?
About the mucky muck that was happening there.
And the mucky muck is not wanting to come up.
Petra's telling me to be nice to you. I will. Trust me, she gives me a hard time.
Okay, well, I really don't think that's too terribly interesting. Let's try something else. Let's try some transparent yellow iron oxide. That is always
If all
a
else
good
fails,
one
it
to
is.
go
It's a good go-to.
It is.
I do like that. I'm very fond of the things that come from the transparent oxide yellow. I don't know why I'm so drawn to that, but
Okay, now which end did I has the most stuff on it here? I think that's who knows.
who knows?
We'll just offset it a bit so.
She's making these like little surprises to us because she doesn't want to.
Hey, we're definitely this is uncharted territory here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Lisa said she liked that one with the taupe and. Oh, see, that's good. It's subtle, but it's good.
And I think, going back and doing 1, 2, 3, do you realize that this is going to be absolutely marvelous, darling?
Marvelous, darling.
Izzy says that just cracks me
It's
up.
pretty hilarious.
Okay, just get all that off of there. And let's see, what do we want to do with this?
I like that.
Mariah likes that. Okay, well, we'll put that over here. How about this one?
Let's see. Well, hold it up. Yeah, you can do something to that. That needs help. That needs things.
It does need something.
It
I
needs
just
things.
don't really know what it needs.
I can see that some of those are the torn spots.
This is. That's what this is. This is where And can you see the gears? Can you see the gear there? Gold gear.
Gold gear.
Gold gear.
Oh, that's funny.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, Lisa says some copper.
Copper. Oh.
Yeah, let's. Why are you futzing around with all this blah blah? Put some sparkle on that plate.
Copper. I have copper.
Put some sparkly stuff there.
But this is we're getting back into this dadgum metallics here. Okay. Actually, I don't know what this is called, but it really is copper. They just have some. Oh, it's copper gold.
Yeah, which we think is just hilarious because it's like, why don't you use
a long paper here.
I think it's more like bronze. Is it? No, it's coppery.
It's copper.
It's copper.
There's just no getting around it. What I like about this is you just give it a shake, and it keeps its nose clean.
It keeps its nose clean. Oh.
Okay.
Some paint packets in this video have been harmed.
All right, I'm not going to get too carried away with,
Oh yeah,
sure that's blah, 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 but I do want to put this stuff in.
Yep. I'm agreeing with.
Or do we want to use this one?
Which one?
Gears.
Let's go gear.
Let's go gears.
Now, I don't have. I have the gears available in the shop, but not the big ones. Again, it goes back to shipping, and I'm trying to figure out what's the smartest way to get those, big stencils maybe to you guys. I don't know.
Well, or even if you want them.
Or even if you want them. I don't know.
Those people that do, the big plates, you want a big stencil because it just makes life easier.
Robin, you might do a refresh. Sometimes it hits the lag. I don't know. It's kind of
does.
weird.
I have to do that to Seth's videos all the time.
Yeah, that happens a lot in Facebook. Ooh. It's interesting.
It's very interesting. I don't know that I love it. I actually like all of that stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of
better than here. Let's just put that baby back down on there and get some more of that good stuff.
Well, I don't know that I. 100% agree with this decision, but
I don't either, but you know what?
let's see.
It's just a piece of paper. Well, I actually sort of like it. I
Yeah.
think it's starting to get interesting. At least it's not frog green anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you lost a little bit of that one tealy color that I'm very drawn to.
Well, we can always get that back. Okay, we got some good stuff on our plate here.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Now, I like that one. I want to do
Have
it.
secret powers.
What? What?
Oh, I wish. No, I wish.
Oh, here, this. We've got to do just